Okay, so my part two, sorry about that, was interrupted. I got a phone call that came in. My part two's interrupted, and this is what we had to go to finish our round. One, two, three, four, five stitches to finish our round, and it was interrupted. So, part two, I'm finishing off from part two. So, I guess I'm just gonna put this as part three. I wanted to have that part two, the last one, and finish off screen, but that's not possible now because it was interrupted. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 rows done so far. Six more rows, that'll be 18. Did I just? So we'll do six more rows and see how 18 rows look on this beanie. See, I had so what I'm gonna do is, since this is part three, it's not gonna be a long part three. We're just gonna do about 2 rounds together, and then we're going to finish off screen the next because we said we wanted to do six more rows. So if we do 3 on screen and 3 off screen, and then I'll come back, okay? So we'll do our double crochets all the way around. This is round one of the round three that we're going to be doing, okay? And this is part three, a small part three, because we're going to finish the rest off screen and then come back with, I'll probably put it as the last of part three. We don't want to do a part four. We're going to put it as the last um, of part three. So that's what that last video will say, the last of part three. Let me see, um, the last of part three, crochet adult beanie. I think that's the way I'm going to put it. Oh, I pray I don't get no more phone calls while I'm doing this one. And this one looks kind of blurry a little bit. I don't know why it's unfocused like this. It looks okay, now maybe that's good. It's looking unfocused. A little blurry, I think. To me anyway. The sun, well, no, the sun went down again. We supposed to have like it's been raining, but the sun had came out and it was looking so pretty out there. Now the sun went back in and it's looking like it's going to rain, like it's about to rain. And my son just called to see about going to the walking to the park so he can shoot around in some hoops for his exercise for the day. I love when my kids call me to see if I want to go hang out with them. And my son is 34. And while he hoop, I can be getting my laps in. Try to get a mile in while I'm over there. They got a track over there. It's a track. It's a basketball hoop area, and then it's a playground area. Okay, this is our second round of 3. Yeah, this is looking blurry. I don't know why it's looking blurry. Let me try to switch my angles. I gotta make it to where I'm comfortable because I don't like to crochet uncomfortable. So let's see if I can get comfy here. Still looks blurry. Yes, see, right there. And I'll see how my feet swells up really bad. So I try to do stuff to keep, active. Yeah, this is blurry, guys. I'm not understanding why I'm getting all this. To me, it just looks blurry. Let's see. I just repositioned the phone, so hopefully that works. Yeah, my feet swells up. I have lymphedema and what's that other one? It's oh God, I can't remember the other one that doctor said, but anyway, it causes my feet to swell and my legs to swell. So, gotta stay trying to move. For me, I try to move to keep active. This is our second round so far. We have one more round to complete on screen, and then we'll move off screen. Now some beanies fold, they make them long enough where they fold up. When you put them on, you have that, for lack of words, I don't know what you would call it, but you can flip them up. Um, they're long enough to flip up, and then some you can put like a, um, the ridge on them to make it fitted, you know. So this one, I think, okay, we're working on round 3 of 3 right here. Um, this one, I think I'm gonna put the ridge stitch on and give it a fitted, a more fit for the head, which I like them both. It could be either way. I like them both, the flip one or the ridge stitch, either one. The ribbed stitch, I say ridge, the ribbed stitch. Where you do the front post, back post stitch. Let's just in case I'm pronouncing that wrong. I've been crocheting for many of years, and I have my own way of pronouncing the what do you want to call it? The way that everybody else will call it. Whatever they call it, I might call it something different. I'm self-taught, so when I was growing up, we didn't have YouTube and all that stuff, and we didn't have cell phones. And when I was growing up, we didn't have none of that. It was outside play with hopscotch, jump rope, baseball, basketball, stuff like that. It wasn't electronics. We did everything we did was outside, climbing trees, being tomboyish, walking on your hands, doing backhand flips, and running up and down the street playing red light, green light. We did all that. You had to be back in front of the door before the lights went out. So those were the good days. So when I learned how to crochet, it was just self-taught. I watched my aunt, and when she noticed me watching her, she slowed down so I could see what she was doing. And I just kind of mimicked her. She never said, this is what stitch that is. She just slowed down because she noticed I was watching her. And I picked it up just by watching her. And she took me to the store and bought me my first few skeins of yarn. And one crochet hook is what I had. And she kept me, she was buying my yarn and stuff up until I, got of age where I started buying my own. And the only thing I was making that I taught myself how to make was blankets. That was my first thing, blankets, because that's what she was making, was a blanket. And as me watching her, seeing everything she did, I was able to make my own blanket. Look at that. This is what we got so far. Let's take it down. Okay, that's what we got. And never mind my feet. That's in the beanie. They're not supposed to happen. So this is what we have so far of our beanie. Okay, so I was saying 3 more rows, so maybe I'll probably have to put it on my mannequin. Maybe four more rows, and then the fitted brim, ridge stitch, not brim, but the ridge stitch. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish more on here because we only on 16 minutes, and just get the full usage out of our 30 minutes. Okay, so this would be 4, round 4. So if we was doing 6 stitches, I mean not 6 stitches, but 6 more rows, this is round 4 of those 6 more rows, and we'll see how far it is. This is round 4. And then after the blanket, after learning how to do blankets, I taught myself how to do scarves. And I figured that it would be just, adding, not having a big row. So, because the blankets was going, you make a long chain and then you just go back down that long chain, and back and forth. And so I figured, okay, I can make a scarf like this. You going down the chain and back up the chain. So you do like only 8 rows of it and you got a scarf. So that's how I taught myself how to make scarves. And then I learned how to make hats. And that was all I was making, was blankets, hats, scarves. That was all I knew how to do. Then years down the line, when YouTube, when YouTube, oh my gosh, did it again, became, and people started posting on YouTube on how to crochet. I just went on there and learned more things, and then I got into crochet groups in my area, and the ladies were very seasoned in crochet, and they taught me how to do crochet pants, crochet sweaters, and crochet slippers. So I've learned from them how to do all that stuff. They would show me how to start it off, and and I figured the rest out. And if I had problems, I could just call any one of those ladies in that group, and they would walk me through what I didn't know how to do. And my one friend, she would if I had messaged her, she would message me back on, what I needed to do. So I'm so blessed to have had you know, being able to be part of crochet groups. And then from there, I started my own crochet groups, my own crochet group, not groups, but my own crochet group. And we had crochet every Saturday. And it went really good. Used to crochet every Saturday. I made little snacks, and we had soda, tea, and coffee, enough variety for everybody, to have something different. And we would go into my community center or my backyard, or we go to the park, whatever, and we would crochet. We mainly would do it in a community center. If it was cold, then in the summertime, it would be in my backyard or on my front porch. And my mom told me, she asked me that I know that my grandma used to crochet, and I was like, no, I didn't know my grandma used to crochet. And I was at my grandma's house a lot of times, but I never seen my grandma crocheting because she was always busy um, making sure all the grandkids had enough to eat, and cleaning behind the grandkids and stuff like that. So grandma was like, she loved to cook, um, and she loved her grandkids, being at her house. So we would always go over there. Very family oriented. Hey, the sun is peeking back out. We on 24 minutes already. Look how fast time went. All right, now we're back at the beginning. Let's do our slip stitch. Okay. And see, this is the top. Okay, you know what? So this is what we have. So I'm right on target. So let's do one more round. I said 6. This would be 5 right here. We'll do one more. And then we'll do the rib stitch, and that'll be our 6th round, okay? So we're just going to use up this time. Chain 1, do your double crochet. So this will be our last round of double crochet, and then we're going to do the back post. Well, I do front post, back post. I always start with front post. I don't know why, that's just me. Thank you, Lord. I was just humming one of my favorite songs. I give praises to your name, O Lord. Praises to your name. For your name is so great and greatly to be praised. Such a beautiful song, and oh my God, it just ministers to my heart and my soul. Because without God, none of this is possible. So I make sure I give him praise, glory, and honor every day. And when I crochet, you know, I always hum and sing and pray. Because this girlie right here loves the Lord with all her heart, mind, and soul. And wouldn't trade it in for nothing. Slip stitch, chain 1. We are finished, and Let's look at what we have. Yep, that's it, guys. Look at that. We got a good length. So we have chained one, and we're not going to do a double crochet here. What we're going to do is we're going to do a front post right here. We're going to do a front post. Okay, double crochet, front post. All right. So you see that? A back post, double crochet, front post, back post, front post, back post, front post, and the back post. Okay, so that's how it should be looking. And we're going to do that all the way around. We did our back post. Now we're going to do a front post. Okay, these are double crochets, back post, front post. Okay, back post, front post. And each double crochet, you're just going to wrap your hook behind it or in front of it. Okay, so front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, like that. And if you do yours back, front, that's fine too. It's all the same. Out of habit, I just always do front posts. And that's just out of habit. So there's no wrong way, you know. So I'm glad I was able to just put this in one full video without stopping and doing it off screen. I just don't like the videos to be too long because some people don't like to, you know, sit and, you know, do long tutorials. So try to make them a half hour long. And this beanie, I will most likely be giving it away to, somebody that's on the outside, that in the grocery store, to a homeless person. It's going to be given away um, on one of my outings. Okay, back post, front post, and then our last will be the back post right there. And now we're going to slip stitch right here in this beginning front post double crochet. Okay, there we go. We are all done. Okay, we are all done with the beanie. That's our beanie. You're going to just take your scissors, cut your yarn or fasten off your yarn, and you're going to take your fingers in between your loop. You're going to pull your tail through like that, and then you're going to just pull. See that? And then you're going to get your sew needle, which I don't have any up here. So you're going to take your sew needle and you're going to weave your tail through these stitches. You can go through the back and forth post, or you can take it through the stitches on your hat. But weave it in really good that, you feel where it won't unravel or anything. And then this, you can weave it in a little bit more if you want to, or you can just snip it because it's weaved in already. When if you want to do some more, like I said, you can do some more. But your beanie is done. And again, this is what our beanie looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Please post your beanies that you make so that I can see your work, and we can all, share. We can all like your hat that you created or your beanie that you created. Okay, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless y'all, and I will see you guys on the next tutorial. I'm not sure when I'm going to do the next one, but I'll see you on the next tutorial. Okay, guys? Peace.